Alright, so we're going live now. Hi, everyone.
Are we live?
We are, and on YouTube. So this is YouTube.
Oh, hello, YouTube.
Now, I don't know about Facebook. It's a little odd. So, I'm going to share on YouTube. I was just trying to share on Facebook. Facebook, here we go. And, this is being weird. Okay. Live. Now. Okay. Posting. And here, we're trying the live video on Facebook. Okay, I think that's going to work better. Okay. Someone's joined us. Hello.
Hello, Facebook hugger.
Okay.
No, that would be the YouTuber, SkyTuber.
What is... I'm sorry, something's going weirdly here. Okay.
Two people have now joined us on YouTube.
Okay.
Two SkyTubers heading our way.
Hey.
This is Reynold Gobiel. Hey, Reynold.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing your Halloween pics.
Yeah.
Awesome. Loved it.
Oh.
One of the cutest we'd seen.
I think... Is this... starting... I hope this is... Uh-oh, it might be the wrong way. Well, okay. Now we're live on Facebook too. Okay?
You still have your Halloween decorations up there.
I'm on this week's episode.
Who's that?
Glenn, I believe. Glenn Stein? Yes. What's your question? Got a brand new Mac. Uh-oh.
So Reynold just got a new Mac and not sure if he should open it. No, keep it in the package. Factory sealed, the way it was meant to be. That is a riot.
Oh boy.
Was that Glenn?
What are you teaching people, Richard?
Do not ruin artwork. It's vandalism. Was that Glenn Stein that joined us?
Yes.
So this font is so small.
I'm sorry. Well, that's why you have your glasses.
Yeah, no, but it's like way over there.
I can see it fine.
Because you're way over there. So everything is waking.
Yes, I am just opening up our recorder so that we can record things properly. So that you guys will be able to hear it later on. Hello. There we go.
It's edited form.
Yes. Rancho. Where's
Picture isn't me.
Picture isn't me. Okay. We don't know. Oh, and now there's 4. Hi, you guys on Facebook. Welcome. We're getting ready. We are lucky that Brian was with us for this Rancho Obi-Wan weekend because he took a ton of pictures. It's pretty fun. Yeah. All right.
Okay, just watch the...
Okay.
Hard to edit out.
Who was doing that I copied that?
I don't know. But I want to find out so I can make sure you're never with that person again.
All right. So now, 1, 2... Oh, what is going on? Oh. Okay. Return menu. Done.
We should really have all this stuff set up before people join us.
I know, but today we didn't. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right. I am very loud. I'm going to turn me down.
Test. I always come out very low.
Yeah, but you have high peaks.
Yes, I do.
So it's easier to upgrade your whole thing than it is to cut out peaks that are over what do you call it? Going to mention the canceled? Probably not, because we...
That's old news.
Yeah.
We got lots to discover. Lots to discuss.
Lots to discuss. So,
if we had an update as to when they were going to resume.
Yeah.
But there's not much more to discuss rather than it was canceled.
Yep. Pretty much.
Don't know why. Hey, Margaret Mays. She's joined us. Another veteran of this week's show.
She's listening to us at work.
Yes, you are.
Wait, is it Tuesday?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Margaret's boss, leave Margaret alone. She's got more important things to do right now than to work.
Oh, don't say that so loud. Okay. Well, we're ready to go. So shall we? Look at your haircut. Oops.
Now it's like, hey.
I just messed it up. All right. I'm going to hit record.
Hit record and let's do this.
We have 6 hours. Hey, Skippy joined us. And
Hey,
Nate's on.
Skippy. And Nate's on. Wow.
Hey.
The gang's all here.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't done this since before Halloween.
Yeah, we missed last week
I
because it was
know.
just too crazy. So thank you so much for coming. All right, here we go. This is what you can look forward to on episode 190 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! After taking a much-needed break last week for our blah, 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 blah. Because I wasn't sure if we recorded before or after Halloween, but it was before.
It was before.
That's
We never
neither
recorded
here-
last week.
That's neither here nor there.
Guess what? You guys found your first blooper.
Hey, Skywalkers! After taking a much-needed week off after our fast-paced Halloween season, we are back! And what a show we have for you! Now, if you didn't get a chance to go to the Rancho Obi-Wan Gala last weekend, well, sit back and enjoy our coverage with another big roundtable recap with lots of esteemed Skywalkers. But first, we want to welcome you all to Skywalking Through Neverland. We are your podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars and Disney fandom. I am Richard Wolosky, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife Sarah.
Hey, Skywalkers! Hey, Star Wars and Disney family, we love that you're here. And let's start each and every show with a warm and fuzzy Wookiee hug to our family of Skywalkers. We want to thank you so much for listening every week. We also want to thank those SkyTubers and face huggers who are watching our live stream right now on YouTube and Facebook Live. And then you can also tweet at us while you listen. We are at Skywalking Pod. And we love it when you share our joy in this adventure through fandom. And Skywalkers, if you happen to be on YouTube right now, please like this video and then make sure you subscribe, youtube.com/skywalkingthrough-neverland. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers, which we're about 100 away from that, we get to the next tier of YouTube stuff that we can do, like live shows and all kinds of different things. So we really want to get there.
Well, this is news to me.
Yeah, YouTube is weird. It has different levels. Based on, we can do live video because we have, I think, 500 plus subscribers.
Right.
And I know, like, another podcast that I do, we can't do the live, the YouTube live, because we don't have that many subscribers.
Oh, so are you assigning the Skywalker some homework?
Yes. Yes, Skywalker homework. Yay! Get people to subscribe. Yay!
So we need 100
well,
by, what, next week?
I think
that would be great.
I think we have like 900 something, or I don't know. It's very close to about 100 more that we need.
So we need to start sharing. Please, Skywalkers, share with all your friends, because I would love to get to that next tier by next week.
Yeah.
Because we have some things coming up. We'd love to be at that next tier 4.
Absolutely. 881. Oh, okay. Cool. Bianca Horkins says she was 881. Oh, thank you, Bianca. Thank you.
This just in.
Yeah, that's cool. So
Yeah.
120 then.
All right. So more on our plans in just a few minutes.
Yes.
But first, I want to let everyone know that we are recording from Long Beach, California right now, whereas a couple days ago we were recording from San Anselmo, California.
That's right.
On this day, November 7th, 2017. Minnie, get a question for you. Minnie Mouse, what time is it?
It's 11:52. Good morning.
And that's counting for daylight saving time.
It is.
She is on it.
Oh.
Well, if you are keeping score, we have 358 more days until Halloween.
Oh, come on.
I know, last week it was, like 6 more days.
Yep.
Now, we're at 358. And what a great Halloween we just had. You know what? Let's give everyone a recap of what we did on Halloween night.
Okay.
Because we were going to go to some parties and walk the streets trick-or-treating. Yes, we still trick-or-treat. But yet, we stayed home and gave out candy to our trick-or-treaters in the neighborhood.
Yes.
And what a fun time that was, because we normally don't get any trick-or-treaters. We're not home all that often on Halloween night, but there's never when we have been, there's never been any trick or treaters to really give out candy to. But
That's true.
this time, we had like 50 or more kids coming through.
They just kept coming. We were gonna like go to the store for something, and
Yeah.
then, but we saw kids down the street, up and down the
Oh,
street, so
can't
we're like,
leave now.
can't leave.
Yeah. And I was talking to Brian Sims and Jeremy Hunt. It was fun talking to people, all the other Skywalkers in the Facebook group. And, hey, what are you doing right now? And, oh, I can't talk right now. I'm about to give away some Kit Kat to this family of Jedis coming up my driveway.
Ooh.
And it was funny that some people noticed the Skywalking household.
Yes.
There's the Skywalking banner up. So people are like, hey, what's this? Well, if you don't know what Skywalking to Neverland is, go ahead and take a seat, and I'm about to give you a treat. So give away some buttons, and hopefully some of those new listeners are listening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, new listeners.
Yeah.
So this might be a yearly tradition, just to stay home and give out candy. Next year, I want to like do the whole misty fog driveway thing and really set the atmosphere. That'll be so much fun. Oh, can't wait. 358 more days. Lots of planning to do.
But now on this episode, let's tell everyone what's coming up.
All right, well, we're going to recap our trip to the Rancho Obi-Wan Gala 2017. Now, we have lots of Skywalkers who are involved, and more on that in a few minutes. And we recorded this. You know what? Yeah, we have the list later on, so I don't want to keep repeating the list.
Okay.
All right. So now, coming up, we're going to recap our trip to the Rancho Obi-Wan Gala 2017 with lots of Skywalkers.
Yeah, we recorded this at Imagination Park, which it's a small, beautiful park that's donated by George Lucas in San Anselmo, California in 2013.
Yeah, this was just like a couple of months before Skywalking through Neverland, or we would have made the pilgrimage up to the park to see the whole unveiling. Now, this is the town, San Anselmo, where George Lucas wrote and edited Star Wars. And the last time we were in San Anselmo, we saw the house, the Park House, it's called, where George sat down and wrote Star Wars and then later on edited. So, Skywalkers, you've got to get to San Anselmo, California. Get up there. So much to do up there.
Oh, and the park itself. Let's kind of describe the park itself.
Now, you can't miss this park because right in the hub is a bronze statue of Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
And who's right next to Yoda, sweetie?
So right next to Yoda is a statue of Indiana Jones.
Nice.
And it's a very nice statue.
Yeah.
I was like, I was surprised because I didn't know that would be there. And I was like, ooh, when do you see a statue of Indiana Jones? And had his swagger.
But it's the only Indiana Jones statue, whereas the Yoda, we can see that at the Presidio at Lucasfilm.
Right.
But Indiana Jones, there's only one, and it's right at this park. It was just fantastic. So there's a Yoda and Indiana Jones. You know, I'll be happy when they have a statue of Howard the Duck. Then we have all aspects of fandom. That would be great.
That's funny.
Of the Lucasfilm, George Lucas fandom.
Right, well, now they need to add a statue of Mickey Mouse. We'll have like a trifecta.
Well, I'm thinking just of the George Lucas
I know.
written
I know.
characters.
Now, what's funny about these statues is they're facing away from, so they're right in the center of the fountain, kind of facing away from each other. So when you take a picture of Indiana Jones, you can kind of see Yoda's back in the background. When you take a picture of Yoda, you can see Indiana Jones, his backside in the background.
Yeah, it's a very small park, but you can't miss these two statues. Oh, beautiful. And just to note, this is not a Disney property, so all squirrels were out in the open and not stopping us from doing any recording.
It was amazing.
It was. Now, also on this episode, we have shout-outs, but now here are things we want to share. Rob Wainford just joined us.
Yeah.
Yeah, statue was unveiled in 2013.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, so, actually, at that park, did we talk about our names?
We can do that later on.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. So more people find us on Facebook, are watching us on Facebook than on YouTube. That's just interesting for us to know. Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for joining us. All right, now, on with the show. Now, before we went to the Rancho Obi-Wan Gala, we got a chance to visit Lucasfilm.
Yeah, we took a tour.
Big props and thanks and nods to our good friend and Skywalker admin Brian Sims, who set this all up for us.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Now, Sarah, you and I had been to Lucasfilm before, but we didn't get this kind of a tour.
No, and the last couple times we were there, the Lucasfilm store was closed.
No, it wasn't closed, it was closing.
Oh.
Because it closes at what time? 3 p.m.
It's like 3 p.m.
Yeah, so we would literally be running down the corridor. It's like a scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark and trying to dive underneath the door. Only like Indy, the door would just close right on us, and the employees inside would just point and laugh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Both times we were there, the same thing happened. But this time, we got a chance to go to that store, which is a highlight. But, well, I don't want to say a highlight because we saw some fantastic items and props and equipment along this tour.
Well, for me it was a highlight because I like shopping.
Yes, and we got some fun sweatshirts there.
Yeah. Hey, we should model them in a second.
And a little bit,
yes.
and a little bit. But I want to tell people about this tour because
okay.
it was so fascinating seeing original equipment used on the Lucasfilm films. They had the Go Motion control board from The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. There was the editing table that I'm sure the first couple of films were like Star Wars and Empire and Jedi. There wasn't a plaque saying what this was used for, but I'm guessing it was from Lucas's old stockpile of equipment.
Now, was that editing table the one that had like a bunch of round tables on it? Like
yeah,
3 round tables?
Looked like a DJ record spinning table.
But
there were 4 spools.
But they also said that particular editing table did effects. They said that effects were actually created on those, like masking and matting.
Yeah, so what you would do on those 4, you could combine everything in those elements. But where you do that is an optical printer, which prints all of the opticals. You can have like 4 or 5, 6 different elements. Like, for instance, in Return of the Jedi, that scene where the Millennium Falcon is soaring through space and the battle over Endor. You see all the X-Wings and TIE fighters all zooming around it. That's probably like 20, 25 elements, because each ship is a certain element.
Oh, right.
So you get to shoot all of those on a different piece of film, and then you need the optical printer to print them all together.
Huh.
Now, if you watch that scene closely enough, you'll see X-Wings and TIE fighters just flying through each other.
Oh, really?
Because it's very hard to choreograph all of those ships at one time, in one shot, next to impossible.
Wow.
So, did you ever notice it? The ships flying through each other? No. It goes by so fast.
If anything, like on a digital reprint, sometimes you'll see like the matte
lines,
lines around the little ships.
Right.
Like the black just doesn't match the black.
Yeah.
And so you can kind of see that a little bit.
Right. But they had all this equipment out on display, which for me it was having gone through film school and made my own films, just to see where all of these iconic films were made and on what equipment. Mind blowing. It was great seeing a lot of the props from certain films.
Yeah, we saw the U-Wing.
And the U-Wing
from Rogue One.
Yeah, which was the model reference for Rogue One. George Lucas signed that. But for me, it's all about the equipment, because this is the stuff that made the films. Now, what artifact really stuck out to you, Sarah?
Okay, well, the Star Wars things on display were mostly from the newer films, so like Force Awakens and Rogue One. And I feel like we've seen a lot of that stuff, I guess because we go to celebrations and things, right?
Yeah.
Like, it didn't excite me as much as seeing, like, Hook's Hook. So the movie Hook, ILM worked on, and it was exciting. The actual hook that was used from Captain Hook was on display there, and it's like this fancy, amazing silver hook, and I was so excited to see it, and I was like giddy. I was going, oh, let's get a picture with the hook. And then also there was 2 different matte paintings from Hook, like Flight Through Neverland and things like that, so you could actually see the island. And these matte paintings they mesmerize me, because when you're watching a film you're totally engrossed in the story, and you, like, that's real to you. Like, it appears real, especially when you've seen Hook when I was in 5th grade, so I was 10, and this movie, like, just encapsulated, you know, it was totally real to me.
This was a really inspirational film for you.
It was. This is one of my, I think I can say that this is my first favorite film. Like, my favorite film has changed over time, but being 10 years old, I just remember this, like, this is my favorite film. Like, I owned it.
This will always stay in your top 3.
Right.
Whereas, movies are always rotating in and out, but Hook will always stay there for you.
Right. So it was very, I loved it. And the matte paintings are cool because, you know, they're so real to you when you're watching the movie, and then you come and see them in real life, and they're just paintings, they're pictures, but they're giant. And in fact, this one was painted on a screen door of a glass door. A glass door for a bathroom.
For a shower.
Yeah.
A shower door.
Thank you, a shower door. So it was that big, and you could just lose yourself once again in just looking at all the detail that the painters put in it. It's amazing. So seeing those things really excited me a lot.
I think that was the most inspiring aspect of that tour, is finding out about how these matte paintings are painted on these shower doors, because ordinarily they'd be put on a huge pane of glass, and a huge pane of glass is really, really expensive.
Yeah, and at that time it was like even more expensive for some reason.
But someone I guess was going through Home Depot or Lowe's and said, there's a big glass door in the shower bathroom department that is like $20.
Wow.
And it's glass.
I know.
And it has a frame. Why are we not doing this?
Perfect.
Why are we not using these doors?
There was a ton of these. Oh, and breaking news here, Rob Wainfer says that Lucas and Fisher, I'm assuming Carrie Fisher, can be seen briefly at the end of Hook?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? This is news to me.
They're I want to say they're fairies. They're miniature.
Oh.
And I haven't seen Hook in a long time.
Wow.
But there's a scene where there's floating
colluding couple on the bridge. Cuddling couple on the bridge.
Yeah, so as Rob just pointed out, there's cuddling couples on the bridge.
Huh.
And one pair is George and Carrie.
Wow.
Well, thank you, Rob, for that little nugget of fun trivia facts.
Yeah, and Christopher Marino also confirms that. They're kissing on the bridge. All right, well.
Come on, it's Carrie Fisher.
All right, we'll have to watch it again, sweetie.
Yes,
we'll have to watch it again and hear Flight to Neverland and hear the banquet scene and all the pretty music. Okay.
Yeah, so it was a great tour, seeing props. And what I found interesting was that most of the Star Wars props were from, like, master replicas.
Yeah.
And Sideshow. So they weren't screen-used props. They were something you could mail order from these companies. And our tour guide said that most of these props are housed in the Lucasfilm archive, the big Raiders of the Lost Ark warehouse.
Yeah.
So I guess they're going to do the next best thing and do like a prop replica, which it was weird.
Yeah,
it was weird just because it's Lucasfilm. You had to get a prop replica.
Yeah, so I can see how they want to say that. Ooh, the Ark of the Covenant was there. You remember? The Ark, not the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh, the Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail.
From Last Crusade. Yeah. So that was there.
The Holy Grail was there too, and that was neat. I was like, oh, look, it's the Holy. It's that one. It's that one. It's not the fancy looking one. It's that one.
Yeah, and the Slimer mask was there from Ghostbusters, and when they wanted to do close-ups, they would have an actor wearing the head just to get some of the movement, and then the animatronics would move all the jaw and the eyes, and that was...
Yeah, that was cool to see.
Yeah, how did that survive? I don't know, but right across from Slimer was one of the E.T. models. This is a full-size foam replica they'll use for lighting or for eye lines.
Right.
And it was trash to, I guess, after 30 some odd years.
It was disintegrating slowly.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, but it's foam, and foam doesn't last long.
Right.
So the fact that they even had it in as good a condition as it was surprised me.
Right. So it was really neat, and apparently they are always changing out the things that are in the hallways. So basically what the tour to Lucasfilm is, it's pretty much the hallways are like a museum, really. And so you don't get to go into the offices themselves, but you take a tour of all the hallways, and it's really, really neat.
Yeah, so thank you once again to Brian for setting that up.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And we just wanted to open up a couple of the screening room doors and, hey guys, what you doing?
Yeah,
right? Are you watching dailies from the Han Solo film? I'm sorry, Solo, a Star Wars story? Don't mind us. Don't mind us and our recording iPhones.
Yeah. Oh, bad.
All right, now let's share some more stuff. All right, now let's share some more stuff. And I know most of us were really concerned that we had to wait 5 long, arduous months after The Last Jedi until we had something new to look forward to, such as Solo, a Star Wars story. But fear not.
No.
Downtown Disney...
Here, I'll say it. Downtown Disney here in Anaheim will unveil Star Wars Secrets of the Empire on January 5th, 2018.
Oh,
No.
Thank goodness we're not waiting 5 months for something new.
I know!
Oh,
Now,
that was torture.
you may be wondering what this is if you haven't heard the news. And it's actually a VR experience.
Yeah.
So Richard, do you want to explain?
Well, this is a multi-sensory hyper-reality VR experience. If you're familiar with the downtown Disney area, this is where the Vault 28 and the Fossil Watch Store was, right across from Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, and right...
Just to give you a location as to where this is.
Mm-hmm.
And the OC Register just ran a story reporting that teams of up to 4 people will don virtual reality headsets and other technology that simulates walking through the molten planet of Mustafar.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. As members of the rebellion, the team's mission is to recover intelligence from Imperial forces.
Wow.
The team, disguised as stormtroopers and strapped with blasters, will tag along with a K2SO droid and navigate through an enemy facility, walking into danger at every turn. The members of the team will have to solve puzzles and fight lava monsters.
Whoa.
We have to wait until January for this?
I know.
This is just incredible.
This almost sounds like an escape room type thing.
That's what I'm getting from this.
Only
It's
a VR
a
experience.
VR escape room.
Yeah.
Which, wow, this just changes everything.
And apparently you can get tickets now, and we haven't been on the ball with that, so we need to schedule something with some Skywalkers.
Now, Star Wars Secrets of the Empire is being produced by ILM X-Lab.
Sorry.
Now...
What would you do that for?
Star Wars Secrets of the Empire is being produced by ILM X-Lab and the VR company The Void, and officials describe it as a 30-minute experience for ages 10 and older as a virtual location-based entertainment.
Wow. 30 minutes?
Minutes?
Oh my gosh. No wonder it's $30.
Yeah. But wow, that's a long time for ages 10 and over. So it's not going to be something that's... So if this is for 10 and older, they're going to be going places with lava monsters. that really excites me, because this is not going to be just a walk to the park. You're going to be fighting some fierce entertainment here.
Okay.
Now, visitors will experience sight, sound, touch, and smell as they walk into real-time virtual reality that combines interactive sets, real-time effects, and amazing technology. Smells. So you can smell the molten lava. Oh my goodness.
That's exciting.
Now let's go ahead and play the trailer clip from Star Wars Secrets of the Empire.
It starts January 5th? Well, have you checked tickets? Are they sold out for the 5th?
I don't know.
They probably are.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that.
So tickets are now on sale, and once again, they're $30, which, take my money, please. and are available at thevoid, TheVoid.com. So I'm sure we'll arrange a Skywalker meetup
Yeah.
around one of the opening days.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're done recording, we'll have to get right on there to see if January 5th is already sold out.
We shall see. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Skywalker meetups, a few episodes ago we had mentioned that we're going to be at the LostCon convention here in Los Angeles, and we're going to be doing our Force Fun Challenge games. Now, we're working it out that it's going to be on that Sunday, November 26th. I was just talking to the program director and said, hey, if we can do our 2 panels, the Force Fun Challenge games and our Skywalking through 40 years of fandom on one day, that would be great. Because originally they had us on 2 different days. I said, yeah, hey, let's put us on one day. That would be really helpful to those who can only get there for one day.
Right.
So we'll be doing our panel like we did at Star Wars Celebration Orlando with a couple of updates and the Force Fun Challenge games, which we're still working on right now, and had a chance to workshop over last weekend with all of our Skywalker friends.
Yeah.
And lots of prizes to give away. Donald Wicks just gave us a huge bag of prizes, so now we have even more prizes to give away.
Absolutely.
Oh, hold on, this just in. Oh, Carlos has joined us. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos, my friend Carlos just joined us on YouTube, Facebook, this one, and said, for January 5th, tickets are all sold out.
It's true. So, we'll find a day. We'll find a day.
Well, you know what? Let's give Carlos a shout-out, because I didn't know tickets were on sale yet until he had emailed me last night. So, thanks a lot, Carlos. Much appreciated.
Yay.
But we'll get there sooner or later, because fighting molten lava monsters?
I know.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh.
All right, well, speaking of Disney and Disneyland, now that we know that we can do this VR experience in downtown Disney, there's also something that's going to happen at DCA and Disneyland starting April 13th of next year, and it's called Pixar Fest. Now, Richard, I'm going to describe some of this stuff to you, so I want to ask you what you think about all of this.
Oh, let's do this.
All right, so there are permanent changes that are coming to Paradise Pier at DCA, and it will be called Pixar Pier now. And there will be 4 new neighborhoods that are inspired by Pixar movies and characters. So, for one thing, The Incredibles will feature, yes?
Are we just going to change Disney's California Adventure
Pretty
to
much.
Disney's California...
It's Marvel Pixar Land.
Adventure?
No, it's Marvel Pixar Land.
That's very true. That's very, very true, yes.
Yeah.
So the whole California theme, out the window.
Out the window, yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, so basically Screamin', we will no longer be calling Screamin'.
That's the big roller coaster.
It's the roller coaster. We will be calling it the Incredicoaster. And it'll be rethemed for The Incredibles.
Oh, okay.
So that's one of the neighborhoods. The second neighborhood will be Toy Story, which is, of course, anchored by Toy Story Mania.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
which is
already set.
Already there.
Yeah. The third neighborhood will be Inside Out themed. Ooh. And that will be the western side of the boardwalk, which is always that portion that you just walk down to get to Screamin', the coaster. So that will now have an actual new attraction there, scheduled to open at a later date. So that will not be open in April. But they will be putting a new attraction, which I find interesting.
Based on Inside Out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which will be fun.
Well, where would they put that attraction? There's not a whole lot of room right there.
Well, if you think about it, that's the edge of the park right there. So I think they're expanding, honestly.
Ooh.
Or are they putting something down below? I don't know. That's where the ice cream is.
Yeah.
Basically, that soft serve.
Yeah, and Ariel's Grotto and that photo op place.
Well, Ariel's Grotto and stuff will still be there. It's when you walk past Ariel's Grotto to Screamin'.
To the boardwalk.
That is the western end of the boardwalk, and that will have a new attraction.
You know, let's just cut down Garden Grove. It's going to happen sooner or later.
It's true.
It's Disney. They'll relocate everyone.
Yeah.
So don't worry, people. The residents of Garden Grove, you will be safe and sound.
Yes.
Just not in Garden Grove.
All right, so the fourth neighborhood will be inspired by Pixar characters. I guess they couldn't decide on one movie. So, and this will be Mickey's Fun Wheel will feature different Pixar characters in each of the different gondolas. But never fear, the Mickey Mouse face will remain. In the middle, which is odd to me. But I think people would be in an uproar if they changed that iconic Mickey face.
Right, but you know what? I'm not against just taking out the whole gondola ride. Because it's a large Ferris wheel.
It is.
But you can never get a full 360 rotation because you'll go like 10 degrees, have to stop for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Another 18 degrees, stop for another 12 minutes because they're always letting people on and off. So you can't get that flow.
I think that's why we've only ridden it like once.
Once.
Yeah.
And that was plenty.
Yeah. And you know what? All those games of the boardwalk that are right across from Mickey's Fun Wheel will be Pixar themed. So that's kind of what they're doing there. So those are the 4 different neighborhoods. Now, you may be wondering what's going to happen to Ariel's Grotto and the Cove Bar.
Yes, I am, because they have the best shrimp nachos there.
Oh, so good. Lobster nachos.
Lobster
Lobster
nachos,
nachos.
yeah.
Well, they will be rethemed Pixar somehow. Now, they haven't described exactly what, but it will be closing on January 8th and reopening briefly in April and then closing again to do a full transformation. So I don't know if they'll still have a princess meet and greet with the dinner or anything like that. I'm not sure. So more to come on that.
Yeah, really no big loss there. I've only seen characters there a couple of times.
Well, but it's good for families. I know there's a lot of families and a lot of kids who love eating in Ariel's Grotto.
Right. But
Yeah.
I've never really seen character. You know what? The last time we saw the princesses there was a huge line of people, and the
Uh-huh.
princesses spent like 30 minutes with each child.
Oh, wow.
It's like, hey, it's going to be nighttime soon. Can you hurry this along?
Wait, where was it? In the restaurant?
No, it was right outside the restaurant on that photo op area.
What are you talking? They're always in the restaurant.
No, we're talking about 2 different things.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving right along.
All right. Well, there are some things that are not changing. So never fear, the Little Mermaid ride will still be there. And so will Paradise Gardens restaurant area, the Silly Symphony Swings, the Jumpin' Jellyfish and Goofy Sky School, and the Golden Zephyr will all be still there. And it will now be called Paradise Park, that area.
My question is, why did it take them so long to do this?
I don't know.
I figured after Cars Land went up, at that point they would start just bulldozing everything.
Yeah, well they did. They had to do the whole Buena Vista Street makeover first. So that's what happened.
So this
remember?
is like the 3rd makeover
Yeah.
in, 4 years?
No, it's been longer than that because 2010 was when some of the new stuff opened. So it's in this 10-year period, DCA has pretty much changed completely.
Well, it felt
I
like
would
4
say.
years.
Yeah. All right, now, added to Pixar Fest, it's going to go beyond DCA, and Disneyland will actually feature a new fireworks nighttime spectacular show called Together Forever, a Pixar Nighttime Spectacular. It will feature projections, so you'll get the projections on Main Street, you'll get them over by, what is it, It's a Small World ride? Things like that. All the places
right.
that projections are.
Right.
And that will be the fireworks. And guess what?
What?
Instead of Tinkerbell flying over the castle,
Oh, hold on. Let me do this. Dumbo?
no, it's not going to be
No.
dumb. Pixar.
Oh, Pixar, right.
Nemo.
Buzz.
No, it is. It's going to be Buzz
Is it-
Lightyear.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't
nice.
that fun?
Nice.
Isn't that fun? I think that's so cool.
That is awesome.
So once again, April 13th is when all of this is going to open, and the Paint the Night Parade will be back, but it will be at DCA, which is interesting. And the Pixar Play Parade, which has always been at DCA during the day, will now be heading to Disneyland during the day. So the parades are going, whoop, switching over the different parks. I think to maybe manage the foot traffic a little better.
Does a day go by when Disney's not updating or buying something?
Well, you know what? That's why we have annual passes, and whenever we go, there's something new, and I really like it.
This just in 2021, the year 2021,
Yes.
we'll see a new land, Planet of the Apes Forbidden Zone land. Now that 20th Century Fox is being bought out,
Maybe.
and Disney is acquiring lots of stuff, I'm going to start this rumor, Planet of the Apes Forbidden Zone land. Okay? You know what? Let's just call it what it is and take out Autopia. Get rid of that. Let's just have vintage apes running around. maybe they can hunt humans. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Like it'd be totally immersive. The apes can run around and hunt the humans that are texting while walking, or what do you call it, wide walkers? Yeah, okay, wow.
So Rob Wainfer is countering your idea and says that they're going to have an E.T. and Jaws land. Bring the E.T. ride
So
over
you're
to
talking
Disneyland.
about in 2030 when Disney acquires Universal.
Yes.
Then it can have the ETs and Jaws. But for right now,
That's right.
I'm gonna start the rumor in 2021.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna have Planet of the Apes Forbidden Zone Land, right where
Wow.
Autopia is.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and all of these Disneyland guests, if you're caught walking and texting, those apes will come out of the corn stalks and hunt you down.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh my! I am so excited for this.
Nice.
All right.
Funny.
Any-
Well, I do want to say that Robin Beck, thank you. They say hello from Canada via Anaheim. So,
Woohoo!
hey, Robin, yay.
Hey
It was
there.
Matthew Black. Yay.
All right. So any more to add to that?
No, that's the main major news, and I'm excited for Pixar Fest. I think it'll be fun, and I know there are some people, some of our friends, they love Pixar even more than Disney films. So I'm sure they are super excited.
Yeah. As are we. Now, I don't want to bring things down. However.
Well, okay, so we're going to celebrate a life. How about
Yes.
that?
Okay, we'll celebrate a life because we want to honor one of the men that gave Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back their iconic and brilliant costumes. And that man was John Molo, who just passed away on October 25th at the age of 86. As a side note, he was on our must-have, on our list of must-haves guests for Skywalking Through Neverland. And I was so devastated when I heard the news. Not just because we couldn't get him as a guest, but he, for me, John Molo, costume designer John Molo, I think brought me into the Star Wars world.
Oh, wow.
At the age of 8, for me, it was all about the look and the design.
Mm-hmm.
I was, kind of too young to really understand the whole story concept, and I was all about superhero costumes and Planet of the Apes costumes. So it was the costumes that I really connected with, and I even made paper and cardboard costumes when I was a kid.
Wow.
So I would have paper Superman and costumes and Planet of the Apes costumes. And then when Star Wars came around, I was just instantly drawn to the costumes of the simplicity of Luke Skywalker, the armored suit of Darth Vader, and that's what pulled me in, I would say, to Star Wars. I was always about the robots and the creatures, but I remember always being fascinated. And as a weird side note, on the posters it would say PG. Some material may not be suitable for younger audiences.
Yeah?
I'm almost embarrassed saying this, but for me, I thought that meant that. Oh, I can't believe I'm bringing this up.
What?
That some of the material in the costumes would just be so fascinating that audiences couldn't wrap their head around these uniforms, these costumes. Like, wow, look at the materials, the armor. This is not suitable for an 8-year-old Rich because your mind's gonna be blown.
That's so weird. You're funny.
Does that make any bit of sense?
It does. It's cute. Aw.
Wow, I never thought I would ever admit that to anybody.
That's cute. I didn't know that costumes were like such a huge, like, that actually pulled you into the film. Kind of like music did for me with films.
Right.
That's what costumes did for you. But it makes a lot of sense. Because you're always about those costumes. Like when they revamped the costumes for Marvel movies.
Oh.
Like the Falcon.
Yeah.
You were so disappointed.
Oh, Randy Martinez and I had a huge conversation about this on Facebook today, all about the Marvel costumes from the comic books to the films, and where they should stop the comic book costumes and make it more relatable into society, like the armored look. So you couldn't be running around in spandex.
Right.
So we had a huge conversation on Facebook. So, going back to the original point, I'm all about the costumes.
Yeah.
And I love them. I love them so much. And to be able to talk to John Molo at some point was always a fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those of you who don't know, let's go into a little bit of John Molo's career.
Okay.
His very first job as a costume designer was on Star Wars,
Wow.
and he won an Oscar.
Oh my gosh.
Where do you go from there? Your very first
Yeah.
assignment, and you won an Oscar?
Well, it was interesting because he actually he didn't train in costume design, right?
No, he was all self-trained.
Right.
he
No,
was-
but what was he before a costume designer?
He was a film consultant for
Okay.
military films.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because he's all about the military costumes, so Lucas said, hey, boy, do we need you on this.
Yeah.
Now, he also created costumes for Gandhi in 1982, which he
Just-
also won his second Oscar.
So just say now John Molo also created
Okay.
costume.
Now, John Molo also created costumes for the 1982 film Gandhi, which he won his second of 2 Oscars.
Goodness.
The 1981 science fiction film with Sean Connery, Outland. The Revolutionary War drama, Revolution. 1992's Chaplin,
Oh.
fantastic film with Robert Downey Jr. 1987's Cry Freedom. Ridley Scott's Alien. And, are you sitting down for this? Because
Okay.
this I did not know. He did the costumes for the 1994 live-action adaptation of Disney's The Jungle Book.
What?
What?
All right, and your notes say it's starring Sam Neill.
Sam Neill,
How did I not know about this?
Jason Scott Lee, John Cleese,
Wow.
and Lena Headey from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I was like, wait, isn't she from? Okay.
Yeah.
Holy bucket! But Sam Neill in '94, you'd think I would be all over this film.
I know. So,
Weird.
I never knew this film existed.
No. So is it a Disney film?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yeah. How did this get lost?
I don't know.
You know what? I see a future step in time.
It may be '94, but that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Wow.
Now, John Molo's last work as a costume designer was on a series of television movies adapted from C.S. Forester's novels about the Napoleonic War officer Horatio Hornblower, the last of which was shown in 2003.
Okay.
So there was a while since his last project. He'd been suffering from dementia, and I think that's what eventually brought him down.
Right.
Now, before Star Wars, like we were just saying, he was a consultant on historical films. Now, we just said that part. Now, going back to Star Wars, the most important direction George Lucas gave to him was that he wanted his costumes to feel very authentic, not so flashy, like in Flash Gordon,
Right.
with the silver spandex and the capes and the giant shoulder pads.
Right.
He wanted to get away from that, and what would be native to those lands.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what John Molo ran with, and said, oh, you know what, I've never seen a film like this. My mind is going to be blown just going from character to character, because there's so much to do, but yet so little to do.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why you see Luke Skywalker in the very basic white tunic, tan pants, Princess Leia, straight white gown,
Right.
Han Solo, black and white, Obi-Wan, monkish robes.
Right. This would be a good time to bring up Rob Wainfur's point here. And he writes that he's a huge fan of Molo, and he puts this quote here: George left me in no doubt. Audiences mustn't consciously notice the costumes.
Right.
If they do, you have gone wrong. John Molo. What a huge talent he was. R.I.P. He will be missed. Thank you, Rob. That's really interesting.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. Because where do you go with that? Do your job, but don't do it too well.
Right, right. Well, I think it's interesting because if you look at, like, Star Trek Next Generation versus Star Wars, and I just say that because that's the one I know much better, you know, the Star Wars everyone's outfits, they look lived in. They look like they belong. Whereas in Star Trek, things can be a little flashy or, like, too armored, or even their jumpsuits don't look that comfy. You know, it's like, it doesn't look like something they would pick out for themselves.
Right, right. And, you know, even speaking of armor,
Mm-hmm.
Darth Vader and Stormtroopers were, of course, designed by Ralph McQuarrie, but Ralph slid the sketches over to John Molo and said, okay, now make them. Which, you know, there's a lot to be done between concept sketches and realizing them into actual costumes because there's so much detail. Like, okay, there's a button over here. Where are we gonna get that? There's the belt with the boxes. All right, how does that translate into film where it doesn't look too science fiction-y?
Right.
So he had a huge, huge job to do with Star Wars. Now, here he is, John Molo, at the 50th Annual Academy Awards, held April 3rd, 1978, winning his Oscar for Best Costume Design.
Nice. Now, did John design Luke and Leia and all those as well
Yeah.
as the military? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, it was Ralph McQuarrie who designed them on paper,
Right.
but then he had to, like we were just saying, he had to actualize them.
Okay, and that's often much, much harder job.
Well,
It's-
yeah, because you can draw a
Whatever you
tunic or a
want.
cape, but now what material is going to read on film?
Mhm.
Which one won't be too
Ooh.
heavy for the actor? We have all these stormtroopers. What do you make their armor out of?
Right, how do you keep Leia's white dress white?
So there's so much to take into consideration, and they've got to talk to the art department, they've got to talk to the cinematographer, what material is going to absorb light better. So there's a lot of facets that go into something like that.
Wow.
Now, what would you say, Sarah, would be your favorite John Molo design from Star Wars or The Empire Strikes Back? I got my
Ooh.
favorite, so hurry up. I got my favorite, so hurry
Well,
up.
my favorite would have to be, if he did design it, the Leia Bespin dress outfit. I just adore that design and outfit and everything.
For me, not too far from your favorite, the Luke Bespin outfit.
Nice.
And I think because going back to 1980, I first saw that outfit when Mark Hamill and the Stars of Star Wars was on The Muppet Show.
Oh.
And we saw, for the first time, Luke in his Bespin fatigues. And it excited me. I don't know why. I think because we saw Luke in something other than his white tunic and tan pants, but this looked more official, looked more militaristic. Like, oh, wait a minute, why is Luke dressed like this? Like almost like in a uniform. Like, is he gonna go deeper into battle?
Oh.
And it just reading his costume, I was reading into it that Luke is going to really further his character in The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
He wasn't just going to be a little farm boy kid anymore. He was going to get into some deep rebellion battles.
Nice.
So whenever an action figure would come out, I would have to get it with Luke in the Bespin fatigues. And some of the items from 1980, the memorabilia, the merchandising, had him in a gray outfit.
Oh.
Because if you look at some of these publicity photos, it does look kind of gray. So these companies would say, okay, he's in a gray outfit. And that would always tick me off. It's not gray. It's not gray. It's tan.
Yeah, that's funny.
You know how sometimes I can get when something's not just right?
Really? Really? How can you get? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You get upset.
Yeah. So as you can tell, we are huge John Molo fans over here, and it's heartbreaking knowing that he is gone, that his talents will never grace the silver screen again, or this guy walking through Neverland airwaves.
Oh. I'll play some music.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So thanks everyone for chiming in there, and Rob Wayne for that's great. It's always great when you can get comments from the watchers, the SkyTubers.
Juan, thanks for tuning in, and you missed a lot.
What did I miss? You missed 48 minutes of stuff, Juan. Where were you?
All right, but now we have to get to the shoutouts, but we'll do this, introduce this.
So we just came out of the music.
So should I say this?
Yeah.
And now let's get into our roundtable recap of the Rancho Obi-Wan Gala 2017. Now, we were joined by many Skywalkers, including Brian Sims, Martin Keeler, Donald and Roxanne Wicks, James Burns, Mark Newbold, Margaret Mays, Glenn Stein and his brother Adam, and Tracy Degerman. Enjoy! You want to say some of those names? Like break it up?
No, it was
Oh, okay. Alright, so now, shout outs. So I'll do this.
It will be like you're there with us. It'll be like you're there with us. It'll be like you're there with us.
Alright, moving on to shout outs. We want to welcome a new website, Fantha Tracks.
You know what? Back up there. Tell everyone what Fantha Tracks was named after.
Well,
I know you just started and all. I already interrupted,
That's
but
okay.
I'm very excited about this name.
alright, so Bantha Tracks. Tell us what Bantha Tracks was, Richard.
Well, we're jumping all around here, but I'm just excited for this new site, Bantha Tracks. And this was named after Bantha Tracks, the official Star Wars fan club newsletter of the 70s and 80s.
Yeah. Now, the website may be new, but it's being run by some old friends, Mark Newbold, and Martin Keeler is also part of the team as well, both of whom we were able to, or both of whom were on the round table at the Rancho Obi-Wan Gala.
Want to start again?
So is it, I don't know if it's run by Martin Keeler?
No, he's a contributor.
Okay.
It's really run by
All right.
Mark. All right, I'm sorry, I interrupted. I shouldn't have. And,
All right.
Okay. Clean take.
All right. We want to welcome a new website, Fantha Tracks. Now, the website may be new, but it's being run by some old friends. Mark Newbold is in charge. He's the head of the website, and one of the contributors is Martin Keeler. And both of these guys, of course, we just had on our Rancho Obi-Wan Gala roundtable.
And Mark Newbold, formerly of Jedi News.
Yes.
He's starting this new all-encompassing website that has news, it's going to have reviews, it's going to have podcasts. He's got such huge plans for this. And Mark, being of my age, he loves Bantha Tracks, which was the Star Wars fan club newsletter. Bantha Tracks.
And that was back in the 70s,
back in the 70s and 80s. Yes,
Okay.
way before your time. So he changed it to Fantha Tracks, and big kudos to him. And artist Paul Bateman had redesigned the Bantha for their logo.
Yeah, it's super cute.
Yeah, very, very cute.
It's a great logo and a fun new website. So you guys go check that out. It's fanthatracks.com. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't translate well over the airways, I don't think, like Fantha Tracks.
Fantha Tracks?
Yeah, Fantha.
That's FANTHATRACKS.com.
Yes, there you go. Well, because this is a new website, they're doing new things. And one of the new things they're doing is a Podcasts in Focus each week. So each week they'll highlight different podcasts and podcast networks as voted on by you. And the goal is to have podcasters and podcast listeners find each other or find new content or perhaps, just get your name out a little bit more. So we, of course, love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very, very important.
Yeah, so really cool. Podcast in Focus is what that particular article is called. And what they're going to have is 3 winners each week. Number 1 winner will be an overall winner of the poll, as voted for by the public. The second winner will be a random entrance selection in the poll. So, let's say that the overall winner, as voted on by everyone, was, this past week was Rebel Force Radio. However, they selected someone who, their winner, in one person's opinion, a winner was, I didn't look. Hold on.
Tatooine something.
Yeah, Tatooine. And now one random entrance, their winner to them was Radio Free Tatooine, so they picked that. That's the second winner. And then the third winner will be a selection from the editors at Fantha Tracks. And this week's winner was
Skywalking through Neverland.
So basically it's the editor's pick. And they wrote, the Fantha Tracks editors have picked Skywalking Through Neverland for their Halloween show and their live stream coverage in and around the Rancho Obi-Wan Gala weekend. Aww. So we want to thank them so much for choosing us.
Award well selected.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's why we wanted to shout out Fantha Tracks and just give you a rundown on this new website.
Yeah, not just because they selected us.
No.
But It's a great site run by great fans.
Yes.
These people are dedicated fans.
Mm-hmm.
That's always important because they know their stuff. And going on there once every couple of hours, there's always something new popping up.
Uh-huh.
So go check it out once again, fanthatracks.com.
All right, and we'll continue our shout out. We want to give a big shout out to Brian Sims for basically being the weekend's photographer and sharing all the photos with us already afterward. Like, it's great to have him around because I don't have to worry so much about taking pictures and documenting. I can just enjoy the experience. So once again, thank you, Brian, for loving to take photos and having your awesome camera with you.
Well, Brian's always on top of everything.
Mm-hmm.
He's, I love his can-do spirit.
Yeah.
If it needs to be done, he'll do it way before it needs to be done. He's like the Uber king. We need to get somewhere. He's already got an Uber on the way. I don't know how he does it.
That's funny.
So he was like the hero of the week, setting up the Lucasfilm tour, taking all those fantastic pictures. If you look at his site, briansims.com, Sims, that's SIMS.com, and our Skywalking to Neverland group, Facebook group, redundant, but you know where I'm going with this.
Yes.
He just posted 183 beautiful pictures.
Wow.
Beautiful pictures.
Wow, so thank you, Brian. All right, our next shout out. All right, our next shout out goes to Matthew O'Hearn, who posted in our Facebook group this little thing. He said, "I was the rebel spy."
All right, moving on. Moving on.
Richard, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I think we should move on. That's what I think about that. And how many times has he been the rebel spy?
Oh, I think that was his first time, but then someone else had posted last week that they brought on their daughter for the first time to Star Tours, and she was the rebel spy.
Well, how old is Matthew O'Hearn? Is he a child?
No. I think he's like in his 30s.
He's in his 30s? He's a guy, and he was picked?
Yeah, I think
What
so.
am I doing wrong? Hey, Matthew, give me a call. Direct message me. What did you do to become the rebel spy? Because obviously I can't figure it out.
Aw, poor sweetie. Well, let's move on to this next
Yeah,
shout
let's
out.
do it, shall we? Oh, you know what? Next week we'll be going to Disneyland for the Star Tours introduction of the Crate
Yeah.
segment.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Maybe it's my time.
Maybe it
Maybe
is.
it's my time.
Crate and Richard as the rebel spy.
The
We'll
Last
see.
Jedi. Last opportunity, Disneyland. Don't disappoint.
All right. Well, let's move on to Twitter, in which you guys can post your hashtag Skywalker selfie. So remember, stop what you're doing, take a selfie, and post it to @SkywalkingPod and hashtag Skywalker selfie, and tell us what you're doing while you're listening to the show. We love that. Well, here, Darth Tuba posted some pictures of their Halloween costumes last week, and I didn't see this till today, so I'm really excited that I saw it, but Hoth Leia Minnie. His wife was Hoth Leia Minnie,
Aw.
and he was Han Solo, and they were both posing with an R2-D2 plush that's holding a little jack-o'-lantern. So it's the cutest Skywalker selfie, and he wrote, hashtag Skywalker selfie, so proud of my wife's Minnie Mouse Hoth Leia mashup costume. Happy Halloween! And it was so cute because she had like the Hoth vest, and white undershirt, and she had the mini ears, and she had a mini skirt, the polka dot skirt. It was very cute.
Hashtag I miss Halloween.
Oh, only how many more days? 300
300.
something. 358 more days. Wait, aren't there 300? Oh, 365 days in a year.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Aw. So I just had to give that shout out to @DarthTuba. Go
Nice.
check out his videos too. He posts his unboxing videos of different things.
Unboxing, huh?
Yes.
Unpackaging.
Yeah.
I.e. vandalizing this beautiful artwork on the packaging of Star Wars toys.
I don't know. You'd have to speak with him.
Yeah, believe me, I will be speaking with him. So you know what? Let's go ahead and wrap this up
All
so I
right.
can go ahead and speak to him about this.
Okay. Well, that wraps up episode 190 of Skywalking.
Sorry. Of Skywalking through Neverland.
We'd like to thank all the Skywalkers who participated in our Rancho Obi-Wan recap recording, and, of course, all of you Skywalkers who listen every single week. And if you're new, welcome! We hope you enjoyed the show. Now, as a reminder, our YouTube channel, we need 1,000 subscribers. We're about 119
away.
119 away.
So, come on, Skywalkers, help us out. Get someone to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And you can head there by going to youtube.com/skywalkingthrough-neverland.
Because we need to get to that next tier for when we do the Lost Con convention.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
All right, we are part of RetroZap.com, where you can find articles and awesome shows like
Brews and Blasters,
the Sandcrawler Podcast,
Beltway Banthas,
the Deucecast Movie Show,
Starships, Sabers, and Scoundrels,
Techno Retro Dads,
and Talking Apes TV, which will be recording a new episode on Monday, which we're going to cross-promote with Skywalking Through Neverland, because this guest appeared in both a Star Wars property and Planet of the Apes. So much fun.
Awesome.
Lots of great stories coming.
Yeah. All right, you can also find Skywalking Through Neverland at jedinews.co.uk and also on fanthatracks.com. Or actually, I don't know if it's .com. Let's see.
Yes, it is, right there.
It is. Okay, fanthatracks.com.
Now, if anyone wants to reach out to us on social media, what should they do?
Well, you can head to @SkywalkingPod for Twitter and Instagram. Now, if you want to talk with Richard on Twitter, he is @SithRich, and I am @JediTink on Twitter and Instagram. And we'll post various different things, like especially when we're live tweeting Star Wars Rebels, I'll talk about the music. And Richard, you'll have lots of insight into what things are based on.
Yeah,
there.
love that. Love that. And we'll be doing that later on today.
Yeah, absolutely. You can also join our Facebook group, which is a great place to get to know other Skywalkers. And you can head there by searching Skywalking Through Neverland group in Facebook. And then you can request to join. And you can also answer those questions that pop up. Otherwise, we can't let you in the group.
You've got to answer those questions. Mm-hmm. Not difficult questions.
No.
But just go ahead and answer them.
It's
There's
true.
people on the threshold ain't getting in. Mm-mm.
Yes. We want to keep it a nice, safe place for everyone.
And speaking of a nice, safe place, why don't you all head over there to iTunes?
Ooh.
Either the American version or the international version, and leave us a review. We want to know what you think. What do you think, Skywalkers? Tell us. Be honest. Not going to tell you to leave a 5-star review or any kind of star. You know what? You just be honest. Give us what you got.
All right. So, now, stay tuned this week. Oh, we have a, what is that called? An age requirement for the...
Yeah. So,
for the credits.
As you know, at the end of the credits, we post bits of conversations and outtakes and bloopers that didn't make it into the show. You're gonna want to stick around for this one. Our conversation went off into the adult only, not bad, but adult only conversation during our Rancho Obi-Wan roundtable recap recording.
And surprisingly, no, #Sarah did not swear.
No, Sarah did not swear, but
it's something else.
Yeah, something else. You're gonna want to listen to this.
Yeah, and if you do have children listening, just maybe listen to it beforehand, see if it's appropriate for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you'll see why we had to yank it out of our discussion.
Yes. All right. So, but it's fun. It's really funny.
It's fun and went into different directions I never thought.
Yeah, it's true.
So now you're going to want to listen to that.
Yes.
But, as always...
Always remember.
So, go ahead and listen to that. And always remember. To get the kids out of the room before you listen.
Oh, boy. All right, Skywalkers. Well, was that everything? That was everything.
That was everything.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
Since you guys are still here, can we show them what we got?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead. She wants to do a fashion show for everyone.
I'm not that skinny.
come to the fashion show for everyone because we picked up some items at the Lucasfilm store, and these are for Lucasfilm store patrons only. So couldn't resist. Okay, got it?
Okay.
So Jason just joined us and Carlos just joined us.
All right. Are you ready? Do you
Margaret
wanna put
May
this
joined us
on?
again. Oh.
Yeah. Here. Well. Oh. Watch out. All right. You put that on. I'll put mine on. Well, first of all, here. Well, I'll show it to you before. You got to get something with like the Lucasfilm logo there. So awesome! Look at Lucasfilm. I know in Facebook it's probably backwards, but you know.
Oh yeah. Look at. Check.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Facebook just.
Sorry,
conked
Facebook. Oh.
out. All right.
Uh-oh.
Well.
Sorry about Facebook, but there.
All
Oh,
right.
Lucasfilm. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, this is the most comfortable thing I've ever worn.
And it's got all these cool like pockets and things. Ah, it's so neat. I love it. All right. And then here, turn around.
Okay.
Very
So
nice.
you getting dressed?
No. I was just wanting you to turn around so everyone can see.
Oh.
All right. And then mine. Oh, so neat. Okay. I'll show you how cool this is. See, from the front, it may just look like a black hoodie, but, hold on. There's a little thing right here. Give me a second. Oh, can you not see it here? Where's the light? Oh, you can't see it.
Hold on.
You can kind of see it there. But it's cool because it's got like the side. It's like Luke's.
It's like Luke's Jedi tunic.
Yeah. So it's so amazing.
I'm so ticked off they didn't have that for
I know
guys.
they didn't have it for guys, but it's like
I would've
super
got this.
awesome.
But I'm happy with this one here. You get what you get and you don't get upset.
That's true. So we are excited. We got our Lucasfilm thing.
Rob
The
says,
gray top. Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, this was the girls, so it was new too. It was like new design out for the girls. Epic! Yay! Oh,
so when you're there, you got to get Lucasfilm
here, keep
paraphernalia.
talking. Yes.
They had like 4 or 5 different versions of everything. They had like a red sweatshirt that was really nice. They had a lot of hoodies, sweatshirts, something like this. As if I don't have 35 other sweatshirts to wear. But you know.
But we needed it.
But it says Lucasfilm. Oh, yeah. And we also needed this for the trip home.
Yeah, for the trip home. Skywalker Rosé wine, which I haven't tried yet. I'm so excited. So we got this too, and it's a Thanksgiving wine. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh.
And actually, the rosé was only $25, which a lot of the other Skywalker wines were like $35 and up or something ridiculous. So
They had like a full service
Yeah.
bar in the gift shop.
Yeah, you could also get the new olive oil there, the Skywalker olive oil. So that was pretty neat. So yeah, we you know what? When you're there, you had to get something. Oh, and you got your hat too. You got a hat.
No, that was
Oh, they started selling it at Launch Bay at Walt Disney World. Oh,
what, the Skywalker wine.
I guess so.
Really?
Yeah,
They sell wine.
but it's probably an upcharge though because it's
Oh, I'm sure.
Disneyland.
I'm
But
sure.
I'm very pleased. Mm.
And Carlos, I got to send you a picture later on of something else I got in the mail. Got to keep it on the down low for right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when it's all complete, then we'll unveil it. But it was Carlos who tipped me off to these
Yeah.
new items.
Okay.
So I gotta show Carlos.
Oh, he says. All right. Well, Skywalkers, thank you for watching us.
Yeah.
And now we're all cozy in our
Lots of fun.
in our clothes.
It's good to be back.
Yes.
Good to be back recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we will be. Yeah. Never mind. Okay. All right.
Bye,
Bye,
a lot of
everyone.
things planned
Things are planned.
coming up, and
Yeah.
well,
All
we're gonna
right.
wait till things are secured before
Yes.
we
Announcing.
start
things.
announcing things. Yes.
Bye,
All
everyone.
right, bye, Patty. Bye,
Darth
Carlos.
Tuba,
Bye, Chris
Christopher.
Marino.
Bye, Rob.
Ta ta
Wayne.
for now.
Yay.